Hi guys, JT here, and today I'll be bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Final Frontier Bundle of August 2022 to help you answer the question, should you buy it? If you want to know more about game deals, then feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps the channel out. So let's get into this. At number 1, we have Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Season 1. A space strategy game based on the popular TV series. Set during the first Cylon War, years before the events of the TV show. The Cylons launched a surprise attack that started the First War, destroying much of the colonial fleet. Fortunately or unfortunately, you run the only remaining mobile shipyard, and it is your job to get humanity back at its feet. You decide on what ships are to be built, technologies to research, and where you lead your 12 colonial forces to. You'll also need to take care of each of these 12 human colonies, as they could exit the war if their morale drops significantly. Grow your fleet as you tackle story missions and a flurry of side missions, destroying the Cylon forces in space. You're not the only one on the offense though, as Cylon forces can launch their own attacks against your fleet. In the Season 1 package, you will have access to multiple new ships, weapons, and story missions to play through. If you're into commanding your own fleet while dealing with the politics in space, or if you're a fan of the TV show, I would recommend Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Season 1. At number 2, we have Godlike Burger, a restaurant simulator like Overcooked but with a twist. You're in space, and there's no meat for you to buy or farm. Where does the meat come from? From your lovely patrons of the restaurant, of course! You need more meat to serve? What about luring your would-be alien customers to the back of your kitchen and totally cleaving their skulls and brains in, and putting their bodies through the grinder, grinding their flesh and bones into delicious patties which you can use to serve your other alien customers. However, you have to also manage your prestige meter. If more and more customers go missing in your restaurant, your prestige meter drops and nobody wants to come to your restaurant, so you'll go broke. Occasionally, you will get a critic coming into your restaurant. Do well and they can increase your prestige significantly. So more customers will come, and even bad ones like thieves could try and rob your restaurant. The whole gameplay loop provides a very interesting twist to the restaurant simulator genre. But the only problem is that some of these challenges in this game require some grinding, if you're pardon the pun, as you develop the necessary technology or wait for very specific alien species to come in to turn to alien beef patties for your space burgers. And that can get quite frustrating. However, if you're into an interesting version of Overcooked, then Godlike Burger is a good game to sink your space specialist into. At number 3, we have Per Aspera. Ever wondered what it will be like to start a society on Mars? Not wanting to wait a couple of years for our friend Elon Musk to send us to Mars? Well, now you can experience building a society in Mars in Per Aspera. Per Aspera is a grand-scale Mars colonization and terraforming management simulator. You play as AMI, or Amy, an AI who is set to learn and assist humans in building structures needed to survive life on Mars. Over the course of the story, you start questioning your role on the planet and the various orders given out by the humans. Gameplay-wise, you need to build a variety of equipment and robots to sustain life on Mars, like robot workers, solar panels, and factories. You also need to find new materials on the surface of Mars, and this will see you zoom out of the red planet looking for new resources to mine. As you build life on Mars for your humans, you'll be struck by natural disasters like meteor showers or more technical power failures which endanger the lives of humans on Mars and require your immediate attention. Per Aspera is not an easy game, but the challenge is welcoming to those who love building simulator games. Once you finish the story, you can even dive into the sandbox mode to continue your journey. So if you want to feel the agony of surviving on Mars through the safety of your screen, then Per Aspera is worth playing. At number 4, we have Starpoint Gemini Warlords Gold Pack, an RPG open-world space sandbox simulator game where you head out into space with your own starship, fight battles, and build your fleet of starships to make your name among the stars. Complete various story missions and side quests as you level up your warlords' abilities and perks. It is a game with an interesting mash of RPG and space-based building. As you build your army of fleet, you can send them out on various missions, research and develop new technology and weapons to better equip your ever-growing fleet, etc., etc. You can even be involved with epic space battles yourself by attaching your units to the capital ship and attacking your enemies, blasting their starships down yourself. There's a ton of stuff to do in this game, it is worth playing, and with the gold pack you get the base game and all 5 DLCs plus a special deluxe version of the game. You get to access more ship varieties, unique characters, expanded territories, new story twists and scenarios from an entirely different perspective. With a game that already has so much content, the Gold Pack expands it even more to a game that you can spend even more hours in. At number 5, we have EVERSPACE Ultimate Edition, an action-focused single-player roguelike space shooter. Ever have that fantasy of piloting an X-Wing or a TIE fighter being involved with dogfights in space? Incoming EVERSPACE. Progress through a non-linear story as you fire down other spaceships with your own goo gun or the destabilizer missiles, completing missions, upgrading your ships, repairing your ship, dying a horrible death. It is a roguelike after all. Then jump right back in again to shoot down even more spaceships with your new and improved weaponry, complete missions, move an inch further through the story, and die again. And you do that all over again and again. This game is awesome if you find that you can get high off being increasingly more powerful as you keep playing and dying, aka a roguelike. You won't feel like a badass for long though, as the game throws even more random challenges at you that will test your skill as a pilot and your persistence to die, upgrade, die again, upgrade again. Space is absolutely deathly beautiful in this game, and with VR support you get to immerse yourself entirely in space. I would highly recommend this game if you're a space nerd who wants to experience what a roguelike is like. It might just be your new favorite genre, especially with the Ultimate Edition where you have access to even more spaceship varieties, weapons, and story. There's never a better time to start this game. At number 6, we have Deep Space Battle Simulator, a round-based multiplayer first-person online game where you play as a part of a capital ship crew and try to destroy the enemy team's ship. If you ever feel like going into a space war with another human in space, then Deep Space Battle Simulator is one to play. When the round starts, you can customize your crew's turrets, fill your hangars with lots of different smaller fighters, and choose multiple upgrades to hopefully give you an edge in battle. Once the round starts, you can personally get involved with the war and move around your capital ship, shooting down turrets or using your ship's integrated targeting system to target enemy ships. You can also be on the defensive and raise energy shields on your ship. It feels a lot like micromanaging your ship on a space war. You can even dock enemy ships and take out important points that will ensure your victory. Sounds like fun, right? Well, the problem is the player population. Hardly anybody plays it at the moment, and being a multiplayer game, that could mean certain doom. There's a short single-player campaign that you can play, but it acts more as a tutorial for the multiplayer component of the game more than anything. I hope that with this bundle, more people will join the space war and blow each other up to smithereens, sending each other to the space oblivion. At number 7, we have Defy Gravity Extended, an action platformer that mixes classic platforming with gravity-based puzzle solving. Some people say that this game feels like a 2D Portal game, but without the darkly humorous characters. You play as Kara, a girl who has access to a unique gun that is able to alter the laws of physics through the creation of pockets of gravity and anti-gravity. This is a puzzle platformer game, so you'll be using your gravity gun to traverse through the 48 unique levels, with each level providing different levels of challenges. With the clever use of your gravity gun, you are to puzzle solve your way through the levels. You can jump over or fly past objects that are otherwise impeding your progress. The gravity gun can also be used to move objects that block your path and move platforms for you to stand on to traverse through the levels. It has a classic and casual feel to it, modern-day physics-based gameplay. I'd recommend this game if you just want to relax and solve puzzles with gravity and physics. This bundle is great if you're into everything space, or if you want to live your childhood dreams of being in space, blowing up ships, feeding aliens to other aliens, or commanding your own fleet. With a great variety of gameplay styles, this bundle will keep you busy for a little while. That is if you're into space stuff.